better.
Oh no!
Is it really, really?
It's the same guy
He'll
from
join your
Oblivion.
crew.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today and welcome to Bethesda Game Studios. You know, we've been so lucky over the decades to make the kind of games that we love here, and that's thanks to all of you. From the Elder Scrolls to Fallout, we love creating these worlds and playing in them just as much as you do.
You know,
and throughout
he
all
does
that time,
kinda
we'd
sound
often
like Danny
talk about
Pudi.
and dream up the space game. What if we could take that feeling of being who you want to be and exploring a new world, but set it in space, where you weren't really limited in where you could go or what you could do? And that is Starfield. Obviously, we've come a long way since then with the games we've built, our technology, and all of us here in the studio. We've done so much together, but, well, we've never tried to make a game like this. Today, you'll get to hear from many on the team and see so much of what we think makes our game special. So let's jump in
Cut
and
off
take
at
a look.
76, right? They know. They're aware. Okay, finally, let's see some gameplay, man.
Starfield is our first new universe in over 25 years, but it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through, where you step into a new world and you get that feeling of
Ooh,
unlimited possibilities. But this time, it's not just one world.
I don't think it's third
It's over
person. I think they're
1,000
showing
worlds.
off with third person.
Because the choice of where to go, it's not ours, it's yours. And it wasn't until now that we had the technology to create it. From the rocks at your feet, to the mountains in the distance, to the people and creatures that live in these worlds.
I'm getting
That
No
isn't
Man's
just a
Sky
backdrop.
announcement
That
vibes.
moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too.
And it looks like it's within the Roche limit,
We
too.
realistically simulate the galaxy around you. Our next-generation lighting model uses real-time global illumination to light the world based on the type of star and the makeup of the planet's atmosphere. We also have an all-new animation system.
Okay.
And of course, you can play it in third person, and you can play it in first person.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna play it in first person. It doesn't seem
We
like
love
much is done in
exploration
first
and
person to
rewarding
make it
but
worth
you
it,
do
though.
explore differently in this game, given its scale. That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in. You can collect resources,
Yeah, the third person animation is a bit like, yeah, it exists.
do a
for
mission, and
screenshots.
maybe even stumble upon something unexpected.
Yeah, so far I'm just getting like No Man's Sky vibes. Bit of Elite Dangerous, bit of Borderlands. None of these things are inherently bad. Okay. Yeah, you're a lot more agile than I thought you were gonna be in this game.
We do love stuff and all of the items allowing you to pick everything
love
up.
stuff.
And you can view all that in your data menu.
Stuff is the best.
This is the hub for everything you're doing, from your skills to your ship, your
Howard.
missions, and your inventory. We love to pack a ton of detail in every object, from all of your weapons to spacesuits to food. We just obsess over the details, and food. We obsess over food.
That's cute. Trillo bites.
When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship. We have companions and crew you can take with you. I left Vasco here back at my ship,
Welcome back, Captain Howard.
BD's been at
and he
it.
can even say your name. Let's head out.
Why didn't it say his name then?
Our mission was to convey the wonder and majesty of space exploration, to evoke the romance of the golden age of early space
It's a
flight.
captain, not...
And we've been referring to this approach
did it say
as
his name?
NASA Punk. This means a design language where the
NASA
tech
Punk.
is advanced, yet still looks grounded and
I love
relatable.
that as a term.
For us, it's that
I miss
contrast.
that.
That's where the visual interest is. Obviously, the NASA, which is the rigid, hard function over style, and then Punk, which is all about style.
You can see that visual style coming through in your ship. Your ship is your home
Oh,
for you
dude.
and your crew. And like many
This
of the
is so
spaces in our
Constellation
game,
interior,
it
by
has
the
a
way.
slightly retro and analog touch. A bit of lo-fi rather than sci-fi.
I love it.
Where everything is well used, worn, and lived in.
Alrighty. What's the plan, Captain?
I love this interior so much, dude. The term NASA Punk
This is your star map. It
makes
starts
so much
with the
sense.
planet you're currently on. You can see all of its info and resources. You can choose a landing spot or fast travel to known locations. Backing out further, you can view all the planets in the system. Obviously, the game is big, and it's here you can see planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them, versus the many planets that are barren but
Can we
resource
fly
heavy.
into the sun, I wonder?
Zoom out even further to see all the systems in this part of the galaxy.
Reminds me
Here,
of the
you can
Star
plot a
Citizen
course to
Star Map.
ones that are light years away. This uses your ship's grav drive to fold space
Grav
and jump
drive.
to these systems. And you will need to upgrade your ship and skills if you want to jump to the most distant ones.
Okay.
But for now, we'll plot a course to the Alpha Centauri system where we can find the city of New Atlantis.
Do we get to name the systems? I don't think so. That was Alpha Centauri. Maybe these things are already like pre-named and pre-thingied. Like Elite Dangerous to a degree.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo.
Are they gonna find Trisolarians here?
Scan complete. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
As soon as you land in a city like New Atlantis, your eyes are guided upwards to just these boundless, vast buildings.
It's the biggest city we've ever made, not just in size, but also in the amount of custom art, crowds, and quests.
I do like the look of it.
So
it
the main
reminds me a lot
focus
of
when
like
we're
Elite
designing a city
Dangerous'
is obviously what supports
Habs.
the story. We try and tell as many small stories as possible.
This is a Colony War memorial.
It's a few moments of gameplay that make the space feel like it's full of real characters that are going about their day-to-day lives.
It's paralyzing if you really stop and think about it.
Buddy, it's coffee.
It's also where your adventure with Constellation begins.
I do like the idea of them having like massive hero locations and then also still having like the procedurally generated everything else that like
Welcome to Constellation.
exists
We
for
have
exploration.
a lot to talk about.
By the time you meet them, Constellation is sort of seen as this mythical group. Most people don't even know they exist anymore. They're the last true explorers in the galaxy, and they're trying to find the answers to some of humanity's biggest questions.
The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. The
It's a bit more than
artifact,
speaking.
if you could place it on the table here.
Oh my god. Look at how it's coming together.
That means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
It's definitely an eclectic cast of characters. You've got Sarah Morgan, the ex-soldier and adventurer, now Constellation's leader.
The game
Mateo,
looks beautiful.
The theologian.
The character
who believes
models
that
are
there's
so
definitely
flat.
something else out there. Noelle, the gifted
They, like,
scientist.
exist
and Sarah
outside of the
Morgan's
world for
protege.
some reason.
And Walter, a very successful businessman in the settled systems and Constellation's financier.
Anything goes as long as you have the money.
There's also Vlad, the ex-pirate, Sam Coe, the former space cowboy, and Barrett.
You know what I hate about these pirates? Completely resistant to my otherwise irresistible charm.
The journey you take with Constellation is just the first of many you'll embark on. The Settled Systems is home to all kinds of different stories, people, and adventures for you to uncover.
That thing's head just gives me the what the no.
The United Colonies is where you'll find New Atlantis, the first major human settlement in space. The people who live here value law,
Yeah, the
discipline,
NPCs are so
and the legacy
waxy,
of
but
humanity.
the
They consider
environment
themselves
is so
the true
cool.
children of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, even get your UC citizenship?
New Atlantis isn't the only city within the United Colonies. The city of Cydonia on Mars to this day serves as the largest mining facility for the United Colonies.
I'm loving this setting. The setting is definitely really awesome. It's beautiful, this game.
Beyond the United Colonies' reach,
As for the
you might
gameplay,
find yourself in a much more wild
let's
and
see.
independent coalition of star systems. This is Freestar Collective Space.
Okay, alright.
The capital of the Freestar Collective
My firefly is
Aquila
tingling.
City.
Is that Spice?
The Stone Root Inn is an Aquila City fixture.
We got Frontier
Ranger
Worlds in
relies
this.
on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people.
Neon
They went
started
full-on
out as a
space
fishing
western.
platform, but is now known throughout the settled systems as a pleasure city where almost anything goes.
Oh, wow.
If you've got morality issues, this definitely isn't the job for you.
The character models are such a shame. I can't get over it.
For our future tomorrow.
Everyone has been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Try not to get yourself killed, all right?
Outside the bounds of civilized space, there are still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore, but these areas are also home to the most hostile factions in the galaxy.
The space crow, the tunnel snakes.
All heathens shall be made dust
man.
in time.
A new face. This is the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile.
The Star Tunnel Snakes
They
rule.
think the galaxy is theirs. They are wrong. It belongs to the Crimson Fleet. It always has.
He was doing knuckle push-ups
In
wrong.
Starfield, we're pushing our cities and settlements further than we ever have before. It's all
Not that it
there,
matters.
waiting for you. A slice of humanity's future.
So, ready to get out there?
Throughout the galaxy, there are so many things to see and stories to experience. But the most important story is the one that you tell. I'm the type of person who spends hours in character creation, and I think people are going to be really excited when they see all of the improvements we've made.
One of the biggest overhauls was done through our character generation system. We scanned a wide range of faces from different age groups and ethnicities. And by mixing and matching all that data, we were able to create highly detailed and diverse characters.
Alright, they have like a similar
We
DNA
use
setup
that
to Star
exact
Citizen
system
then.
to create all of the characters and NPCs you're going to see in the game. So any character you see almost always is a character you could make yourself.
Hey, come on. Okay, take it easy.
And you
were
get the
out
same
cold.
10 hairstyles?
No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
You know, the first mod I'm getting is one
You
for these
start your
skin
character
textures,
creation
man. What the
journey as though
hell,
you're cycling
dude?
through employee records.
It's embarrassing.
You'll pick from a lineup of 40 presets, and that'll be your starting point.
I'm liking
Your
the
journey
creator,
from there
though.
can be as detailed or as quick as you want it to be. This new system has more to offer than ever before.
I'm gonna be here
It's
for a
also
long
the
time.
simplest character generation system we ever had. We let the player get as close as possible to make whatever they want. With the various facial morphs you can blend together, the dermesthetic and makeup, blemishes, scars, piercings, teeth settings. It's a lot, but I think it's the most fun to use.
Character creation is more than just how you look.
That was so
This is
creepy.
also where you start to decide who you want to be. That's where backgrounds come in.
I love this. They showed
Backgrounds
this
give you a
last
bit
year.
of
The
backstory
backgrounds,
and
the
start you
RP
out with
stuff,
3
the RP
basic
potential is
skills.
awesome in this.
From chef to Dusty. You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant critic you must have crossed to wind up here.
What's great about backgrounds is you never know when yours is going to come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
Fine.
I probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also giving you the option to customize your build even further by letting you pick up to 3 traits. Traits are completely optional, and they come with their own advantages and disadvantages.
I like this a lot.
You could choose to meet your biggest fan.
By Vectera!
Oh no!
Is it really?
It's the same guy
They'll
from
join your
Oblivion!
crew and give you gifts if you're willing to put up with his constant commentary.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same air.
It's the same voice actor!
Every molecule.
My favorite trait is kid stuff. You have to pay some credits
was
to support your
amazing.
parents, but they're very sweet, and it's really fun to go visit them.
Honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
Oh my god!
I came across some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
There's another great one that gives you a damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up
Hey, look,
and try to
it's
kill
a
you.
Starfarer with no
matter
arms.
what you choose, there will be plenty of ways for you to tell your story. And if you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do that too.
Tell me about shipbuilding.
It's a feast for the eyes.
Oh my god, he's a
Off we go
companion? Oh
To
fuck.
another adventure.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
We'll let you discover that on your own.
Yes! Oh man. So I want to know about shipbuilding and crew making, because that was 2 features they mentioned last year.
Once you've built the perfect character, that's when your journey can really begin.
That's cool.
We took what we loved about skills and perks from our previous games and put them together to create an all-new skill system. Each time you level up, you get a skill point, which can be used to unlock or rank up skills. Ranks are unlocked by completing challenges associated with that skill.
I do like you can literally be a space cowboy.
Challenges become increasingly difficult as you work your way to higher ranks. With our 5 different skill trees and 4 ranks per skill, there's a lot to choose from.
Yo, I mean, fingers crossed the gameplay makes up for the
because it lets you mind
visuals.
control aliens.
Boost pack out of the gate. I'm boost packing everywhere.
Yeah, same. One of the features that we just don't get in Star Citizen.
I like maxing
also,
out my
like I want to live
physical
out my
tree so I can get
Mandalorian
neuro
fantasy.
strikes and just punch my way through combat. That one's a lot of fun.
Invest in the skills that suit your playstyle.
100 hours at least,
I'm
Goofy.
very much a stealth player. So, I'm out there pickpocketing everyone. My favorite part about being stealthy is slowly creeping through vents like you're in a movie and then jumping out and springing on people.
Okay.
Whenever
we now
possible,
know
I like
a
to
bit
talk
too
my
much
way
about
through
this woman.
situations.
This area's off limits. Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
I'm more of a run and gun player. I like doing the death from above thing where I boost pack over guys and I throw landmines at them.
Dude.
I like blowing stuff up.
All I can think about right now is the modding potential, guys. It looks stunning. It really does.
Exploration is a key aspect of all our games.
When you're not
In
looking at the
Starfield,
players.
there are full star systems.
It's a
with
helmet
new
on
life,
kind of game.
Resources and adventures. Our team worked hard to strike a balance between fun and realism. We studied data from NASA
Yeah,
and a multitude of
that
other
planet's
sources
definitely
to help
not on the
us
Roche
make
limit.
the world feel believable. From the way we approached planetary atmospheres to the way we placed biomes based on the planet's distance from the sun.
Yeah, no cute
Once
companion
we had
though.
created a
There was a big
grounded
beefy
world,
one.
we could start looking at all the things that make that world fun. When you leave a planet and head into space, you'll be navigating asteroid fields, having chance meetings with interesting strangers, dogfighting in space, and exploring derelict ships.
The dogfighting seems more No Man's Sky than Star Citizen.
It's all
Love
out
it.
there.
Love those shots so much.
Ultimately, it's about rewarding your curiosity, because whether it's on the surface of a planet, the alleys of a city, or the vastness of space, you never know what you'll find.
Because, like, you can make your own ship, I wonder if that means NPC ships also, like, the interiors will change every single time, too. That'll be cool. You know, in SC, exploring the same Starfarer 10 times gets boring, but if they're, you know, like this, I don't think it'll ever get boring.
Space exploration is possible thanks to your ship. Your ship is almost like having another character or home you can make all your own. I think you'll be blown away by the amount of stuff you can do.
I want to see all the Star Citizen
You can buy a
recreations.
ship.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Customize and upgrade that ship. And hire a crew to keep it up and running.
Oh, that's the coolest part, man.
And it all starts in spaceports.
See how much
Every
cooler the game
spaceport
looks with
has
the
a ship
helmet
technician
down,
where you
blacked
can
out.
purchase, sell, and modify ships.
Anything I can help you with?
Maybe you start off with a speedy fighter that's perfect for bounty hunting. Then you might round out your ship roster with a hulking space freighter to run cargo missions, or even do a little smuggling. For now, though, we're going to take our starting ship, the Frontier, and make some changes.
It's got legs like a
You
reclaimer.
can customize and upgrade everything
front
you see
bay
here.
like the old
And you
Freelancer.
have two
a
ways
cockpit
to do that.
like the Cutlass.
You can quickly upgrade individual
monster,
systems
I love
like
it.
your weapons or shields, or you can deep dive and enter the shipbuilder mode. Here you can change anything, from the systems to the look and layout. Adding a new habitat module can give you more room for crew. Adding cowling can change your ship's overall silhouette.
Okay.
An improved grav drive allows for longer distance space jumps.
I want to make
You
a
can
Normandy.
even fully customize your paint job to get the exact look you want.
This will never come to
The parts
SC.
you choose to build with don't just affect your ship's stats. They'll also affect what you can do inside your ship.
This is how SC makes their money.
You can have modules for crafting, or for storing and displaying your weapons.
That's sick.
Starfield's in-game ship manufacturers bring their own look and feel to every piece of your ship.
I want a Normandy. I
From
want a
living
Borg
quarters
Cube.
to cargo holds.
I hope we can like
mess halls,
share our
and
designs
control rooms.
online. That will be amazing.
Our modified Frontier is a practical ship, but with a little creativity, your ship can look like almost anything you
Those
want.
landing gears are
It's
atrocious.
a bit odd, but one of my favorite ways of customizing ships is I make them look like animals. The
She's like, "Hear me
HMS
out."
Platypus, as I called it,
The platypus is beautiful.
where it had a giant tail to
It
it.
must be protected.
And we've done spiders, we've done mechs. So it's really whatever your imagination is.
I want a
And while
UNSC
you can
ship.
build your home among the
I
stars
want a
the way
Martian
you
ship
want
from The
to,
Expanse.
You're probably not the only person who will call your ship home.
I want a vertical lander.
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
Engines ready.
The Frontier is
You're a
fueled
freaking
and
cowboy
ready,
crewman, dude.
Some of the members of Constellation can join you on your journey. These companions can serve on your crew, and they'll always be there when you travel.
We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Each companion comes with their own valuable skills for your ships and outposts.
All right.
As well as unique quest lines. Eventually,
The cowboy
some
doesn't have animal
friendships might
handling, I'm
blossom into
sad.
romance.
I don't know that I've ever really loved anyone except you.
And if you're looking for a little extra help on your ship, you can always hire additional crew at spaceports.
What was
Got
that?
any room on your ship for someone like me?
You'll also meet potential crew members out in the world.
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship?
If a crew member does
Get
that
off
to me,
this
they're
rock.
spaced. I'm just letting you know now.
Assign crew to your ship or outposts, and their unique skills will affect how they run. And just like
They gotta
companions,
stay on mission.
most crew members can lend a hand in the field. Take Bosco, for instance.
He's designed around the core basics of a NASA machine.
Please avoid getting shot. You might die.
I still wanted to give it almost a humanoid personality, so I elongated
Oh, you
the
can't
limbs.
customize him too?
This tends to make him feel more human-like and give him a little personality.
Yo,
It is a shame
BD's been lifting, dude.
exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Using the shipbuilding tools and crew selection features in Starfield, you'll be able to build and captain the ship of your dreams. And now, let's take to the sky.
I like how powerful the maps look on this. You can actually see them doing work.
We're putting you in the cockpit of your
all the
very own
drugs.
spaceship and telling you that you can do pretty much anything.
BD
And that is
is
really
like,
cool
those
for us
stims are
as
for me,
developers. Spaceflight should be exciting and dangerous, and you should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way. We've extended that sense of control to ship combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your weapons.
You didn't skip upgrade day, no.
It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system.
Oh, okay, that's where it comes
Boosting
in. I was
power
gonna
to your
say.
engines will make your ship faster. Powering up the ground drives will shorten the amount of time it takes before you can make a jump. And moving your power to your weapons and shields means you're ready for a fight. You should always be on your toes because you're not alone out there.
It does. Hopefully, you know, like the power allocation system is fairly robust because the actual combat itself doesn't look too difficult. You mouse where you want the shots to go as opposed to having to line up a pip.
Unlocking the targeting control system skill will allow you to zero in on specific subsystems of the ship you target.
It does feel like hold down the damage button and destroy what you want to destroy, which is whatever. I mean, if that's the fantasy, you know?
After destroying an enemy ship, you can loot the remains from your cockpit.
Yeah, it's gimbal assisted.
You can always turn any ship that engages you into scrap. But you can also take a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding their ship.
Okay. For reasons unknown. Docking, you
Once
say?
you've taken control of an enemy ship, it's yours. Add it to your fleet and retrieve it at any spaceport.
It reminds me of From Mother Sons.
But space is
Not in a bad
way
way.
more than fighting for your life. Just like when you're planetside, there are plenty of sights to see and stops to make on the way to your next adventure. Like these massive star yards.
Star yards.
Walk the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new
Deimos.
ship.
Okay.
A civilian in
We're in the
West
Sol
Area.
system again.
Let's see about getting you a proper
Ooh,
ship.
okay.
One worthy of you.
Maybe you'll dock with a gigantic battleship like the UC Vigilance. Or rub elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship fit for the stars. There are plenty of personal encounters to be had as well.
Yeah, very interesting
You can
tattoo
hail any
choice.
ship
Hey.
you come across to trade, swap info, or maybe even commit an act of piracy.
I want everything in your hove now.
When I'm playing, I generally go crazy. I definitely go like the more piracy routes. I want to take over ships. I'm going to board ships. I'm like, this is now mine. I
Someone
steal
who
all the
designs a
sandwiches
SC adjacent.
and
It's
put
a
'em,
space game,
in
you
my
know?
cargo hold that I have specifically for sandwiches. I don't want to play the hero, but I want to go out and just start
That is such a
taking
Bethesda
things
thing
from
to
people
do.
as quickly as possible.
Some strangers might be looking for a little human connection in the darkness of space.
Oh no, it's Sayad.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Some of the best moments are
What?
the ones you discover on your own.
Yes, sandwiches are the new cheese wheels.
The thing I love most about Starfield is that it is a Bethesda game through and through.
Oh, okay.
It's really about going to strange new places, meeting interesting people, and getting sidetracked on zany adventures. Then realizing 2 hours later that you're involved in a completely new story.
Grandma's a cannibal calling it now? Oh
human.
yeah.
We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
That DNA is so present here. It's
A
in our random
generation ship,
encounters,
maybe.
it's in our handcrafted quests, and it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe. There are over 1,000 planets out there, just waiting for you to visit. We want you to feel like explorers, breaking ground on new planets, exploring every inch of a mostly untouched galaxy.
I wonder how many like Easter eggs there'll be in these like
we want you to feel the
frontier
sense
planets.
of awe and wonder, and sometimes a little fear. We're giving you a massive playground and a ton of toys, and just setting you free.
You'll buy it for the shipbuilding? The shipbuilding alone looks really cool. The shipbuilding, the crew stuff.
Hey everybody, we were showing you so much stuff, but we thought we'd just take a little break and show you something a little bit different. You know, we put so much detail into our game worlds, and we love the opportunity to bring that into the real world with our collector's editions. And for this game, we've done a watch. It is the Constellation Explorer's Watch. This is the watch that you actually get in the game that acts as part of your HUD, where it's the compass and then environmental information. It connects to your phone to give you notifications and other information. And we've also designed this really cool case that it comes with, Istvan.
Yeah, we really took as much care and designed this case as we did the watch. Our attention to detail in the game totally translates to this. Inspired by the cases that the astronauts used during the Apollo era to bring back samples from the moon. It's got an intricate locking mechanism, authentic, cool. Heavy, comes with a Constellation patch, NATO strap, and the overall functionality and believability of this as something that would exist in the world, in the Starfield
How much
universe.
is that?
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there, and it even tells the time.
We actually have something else. Now that we're part of Xbox, we get to work with the amazing people on the Xbox hardware team, and together we have created this custom limited edition Starfield controller. It's awesome. It is now, you know, our favorite controller.
500
we
bucks.
We love this because it's inspired by the actual controls of your spaceship.
Yeah, maybe 300.
Not only that, we've created the first ever custom headset with Xbox, and this is a perfect pairing with that controller.
It's a cool looking headset.
Control, this is Constellation Starship Frontier. Ready to start on your signal.
Now, the thing is, right, Bethesda doesn't really have the best track record when it comes to, like, pre-order gifts and collector's edition gifts and stuff like that. They did make good with the whole burlap sack fiasco, but I don't know. Oh, I hope the watch isn't pleather, you know? Otherwise it's gonna, like, decay and tear over time. The headset does look cool, though.
In every one of our games, we always put so much care into
doesn't look good
all
enough
those little
for needing a
details
flight
that
stick.
breathe life into our worlds. But Starfield isn't just a Bethesda Game Studios world, it's a Bethesda Game Studios galaxy. So why go this big with Starfield? Because we want to give you freedom on a galactic level.
Like, I wasn't
Freedom
paying too
to
much
experience
attention, but
both
I
the
don't even know if
exciting
you can, like,
planets
go 6 degrees of freedom.
And the quiet ones. Scanning a planet before you land is a great way to get a sneak peek at the available resources you can use for crafting, building, and customizing.
I think what's cool about this whole system that we generate the planet itself as a procedural content, but the handcrafted content itself comes as the player explore.
That is cool. You know what Star Citizen calls,
as
like,
the player
procedurally
approaches
assisted.
We stitch together a block of terrain. After that, we have the system that adds interesting locations for the player to explore, creatures to encounter, ore and plants to pick up. It allows us to add that touch of environmental storytelling that Bethesda is known for.
Aggressive creatures have been disrupting our experiments. Their habitat isn't far from here. If you could take care of them for us, we would be in your debt.
So even if your friends were to visit the same planet that you have, you would have a different story to tell.
This might be on console. They're showing off the game on Xbox. Maybe the lighting and the character art design will look better on PC. Yeah, that's my copium of the day for this game. be fair, I don't really know where we are right now with consoles and how good consoles look. I haven't played a console in a long time. HD facial textures only on PC and Myre? Maybe, I mean, hopefully. The rest of the game looks so good, and then the faces and
It's
everything
completely
else.
up to you how you want to interact with each planet. Whether you want to explore and see what you can find, harvest resources and be on your way, or simply take in the views. With the help of your scanner, you'll chart the uncharted and discover exotic wildlife.
If you have the skills, you can even figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals. You can get experience
burning
and
damage.
rewards for fully surveying
That alien
planets
had a burning damage
and
attack.
fully surveying a whole system.
When we were concepting these creatures, we really wanted to think of them as natural to the environment. We didn't want alien monsters. We wanted native wildlife.
They look alien to me.
Something you've never seen before.
They look amazing.
When it comes to our exteriors, when the sun moves, all that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere.
I wonder how the
Our
aliens
biggest
are done.
goal for lighting
Are they
with
procedural?
Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic, to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
Damn, this guy's facial hair is like a wildfire. That gradient, man. You know, Bethesda, use some of his character art, goddammit. Dude, these vistas are so beautiful. So I take it they're no ground vehicles, huh?
After some exploring, you can find a spot to set up a base camp. Outposts can be built almost
Maybe
anywhere
DLC,
on
yeah.
any planet.
All right, here's outpost building.
And the habitat modules come in all shapes and sizes, filling all different purposes. You can even live in them. Assign crew and companions to work at your outposts for added bonuses,
They
and
haven't
set up
really explained the
extractors
companion
to
system
harvest
a lot.
resources while you're away.
Is it just the story
Something cool
characters,
we
or is
have
it
this
anybody?
time is we have a new fly cam where you can toggle between on-foot building, or you can now use a top-down isometric camera, which helps plan out larger parts of the outpost and placing those larger halves.
I like this a
So that
lot.
way you can really plan your structures and what the overall feel of your outpost is. And then when you're on your feet, you can really decorate and fine-tune things much easier.
Now the question is, what is the use of an outpost like this? Why would you need one? Looks amazing, but why would you need one? That show was sick.
Add crafting and research stations in your outposts to
Thank
utilize
you.
any resources you find or already have.
I was
Mod
kind
your
of feeding
weapons
for
to
this
adapt them
response
to
here.
your playstyle. Different weapon sights and scopes, larger magazines, a selection of grips and barrels, different ammunition like explosive rounds. All you stealth players out there will surely need a suppressor.
Whoa. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go bow rogue again, or
You can
bow
also
astronaut
choose to
rogue.
go hands-on with melee weapons.
That's
I think it's always a delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood. And I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
What's fun? Yeah, what's fun always, man.
With Starfield, we've completely overhauled our combat. It's more dynamic, the animations are more fluid. It just feels great.
Looks good.
We probably have more mods and more weapons in this game.
So far, it looks good. The
I wanna
combat
say any other
is
game we've done
arcadey,
before.
but it's not clunky. It looks
A
fun.
lot of variety.
Upgraded gear is just one of the many factors to pay attention to when engaging in combat. You may need to switch things up based on your environment.
Better than 76? I mean...
Gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for getting around.
The boost pack.
And for giving you an edge in combat. Sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying.
It certainly looks really fun.
Zero-gravity environments pose a different challenge. Firing a ballistic weapon in zero-G will actually push you backwards.
I like that.
Energy weapons, on the other hand, offer a more stable shooting experience.
We also have mag weapons. These are high-powered electromagnetic induction ballistic arrays. Each barrel has its own targeting laser and can dish out some serious damage.
Yeah, the experience thing in the front there is a bit unnecessary. It could be somewhere else.
Whether you want to get up close and personal with your own two fists, or you like more compact weapons.
Maybe I want to
like
go
pistols and
fists
submachine
only,
guns.
like I did in Skyrim.
Maybe you prefer something bigger.
Oof. Imagine going
Starfield's
toe to
got
toe
you
with that
covered.
thing with just like pneumatic gloves. What, no lightsabers? A good old space Myre. He's got a knife. A space samurai. Okay. Yeah, no VATS. I guess it's not a Fallout game, right? It doesn't seem like the knives connect. It seems like it the animation plays and then anything in front of him gets hurt, which is weird. He's just walking through. Wait, he has the Force? He has the Force! Oh no, really?
Thanks again for being with us today. We are just so grateful that you've taken the time and spent it here. I know there was probably a lot to take in. There's a lot to the game, even more than we could show here. You know, as we play it, we're always sharing these unique and special moments that only a game like this can bring. When I think about what makes it special, it really is the people here. This game is a reflection of the incredible and passionate team that made it. All of them putting something special of themselves into it. So let's hear some of their favorite moments.
All right.
I love the way that our
Environment artist.
final combination of all the new tech has come together to create some of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises we've ever had in any of our games.
I love the creatures, the exploration, every biome is different. The word that comes to mind is vast.
They didn't really
I
explain
like to
how
use
the
our
creatures are
photo
done.
mode to take rock star photos.
Oh
I just
man,
love
the
that
photo mode looks
constant
sick.
feel of discovery and wow, I can't believe that there's more here.
I'm most excited about our outpost building systems.
Me too.
My favorite part is every time you step out on a planet, it's a unique experience.
You spend all this time building your ship, and you see it on the landing pad. These things are gigantic. It's the kind of thing that you just can't get anywhere else.
There's something about seeing a tower over in the distance and going, I know the gravity's low here. I think I can make that jump.
My favorite part is biomes, spaceships,
audio design,
planets.
The day-night cycle, those details matter to me. Diplomacy, exploration, freedom,
the ending.
Vasco, obviously.
I love the robot so much.
The incredible amount of worlds we created.
Sniper rifles, come on.
Lever action, rocket launcher,
Brain sprout.
Brain sprout?
I love, but some people might find creepy. I don't know. I know it's right, Ben.
The thing that I enjoy most about the game is the freedom to be who you want to be, do what you want to do. It's what you've come to expect from a Bethesda title, but on a much bigger scale.
On behalf of all of us, we can't wait for you to play Starfield and make your own special moments.
I mean, so far, and I'll say it again when the music isn't so loud, but so far what I've seen so far is looking pretty cool. It's kind of hard to tell what the game is going to be like in September. You know, like they've been cutting all the best parts to show us, you know?